I'm gonna try and melt your mind. Your mind has the very cool ability to influence your options. I'll show you guys very quickly what I mean by that. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 100. Next thing, I want you to multiply that number by 5. Next thing you know, you're gonna do the impossible. Multiply that number by 2. Finally, you're going to subtract that number by 3. Now, you have your new number. I want you to focus on the last digit of that number and think of that last digit over and over and over in your head. Alright guys, over here I have a deck of playing cards and I have made a prediction in this deck of playing cards. If I spread through the cards, you will find there's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards that are facing the exact opposite direction. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and there we have 4. Think of that number over and over in your head. You could have selected any number, and I show you guys how I influence your mind. Hopefully that your number is the number 7, because those face down cards were the 7 of hearts, 7 of clubs, 7 of spades, and 7 of diamonds. Hopefully that was your number, but let's take this one step further. I've written down random words on this paper, and I want you to look at your number and think of that one word that is next to your number. Alright? These are numbers my friend asked me to write, and I wrote them, so I have no idea what those words are. Okay, you got your word? I'll show you guys closely so you can see all these words. Make sure you remember the word right next to the number that you're thinking of. Alright guys, now that you have your words, I will fold the paper so that no one can touch it. Place it right there. Now, let's do something very cool. We're gonna shuffle up the cards, and you can see that all of these cards are different, yeah? I'll lay out 2, you know what, let's just take out the 2 jokers. Why not? The 2 jokers right there, okay? We're going to leave it there. Actually, you know what, let's just use the 2 jokers whenever they like. You know what, just, we can use the 2 jokers as much as we like, doesn't matter. Okay. All I want you to do is tell me when to stop. Right there? Alright. Here's your first card. And just say stop again. Right there. Okay. Now I want you to please just say stop. Right there. Okay. This is the card. The Ace of Clubs. Watch closely. We're going to take that Ace of Clubs. You can see that ace. I'll show you guys that Ace of Clubs right there. I'm going to lose that ace about halfway in the center of the pack. Now, we're going to use these 2 cards to find your card. All you gotta do is 3, 2, 1. Watch closely. They reach in and grab a card. They reach in and grab a card. They reach in and grab one card out of the center, the Ace of Clubs. How cool is that? But let's take this one step further. You have selected 2 cards. we don't even know what these cards are. Let's see here. You got the 4 of spades and the 2 of hearts. Very cool. But let's try and do something very cool with these 2 cards, okay? I'm gonna try and send your thoughts from here to here. Much closer. I will take this and send it into that box. Now this box has been there the entire time. If I open the box, there's going to be a piece of paper right there. I'll pull that piece of paper out of the box, and it has 2 cards written down. The 2 of hearts and the 4 of spades. How cool is that? Now, this has all been very, very random. Earlier this video, you chose a random word from a list of words right here. You have chosen one word from this list. Now, it looks like because your number was 7, your word was unity. Your word was unity, right? Now, this has been very random the entire time, but this box has been there the entire time, and it has this note right here. What you didn't know is that I wrote something else on the back of the paper. Read what it says on the paper. UNITY, unity. An incredible trick with an incredible ending.